Alex and I began to talk. We talked previously about doing a version of it, you know, maybe updating something and then it felt like suddenly we were approaching 28 years anyway. Not quite, but kind of approaching it. So we thought this is a good time to think about what we wanted to do if we wanted to do something. And Alex went away and then came up with this idea for 3 films, actually. But it's a huge arc of a story. Each of the films sits independently, and you can just watch each film on its own. You don't even have to have seen the first film 28 days later. But they add up to a huge story in the end. And that ambition to tell a big story for the big screen with some origins in that original film and people's love of that original film drove us to think, let's do this. So we got together and here we are. I hope it's got a kind of a familiarity to some of the energy that we found in the first film, but I hope it's also moved on. The new film is shot on a 276 format, which is a very widescreen format, which isn't used that often, surprisingly. And it's a beautiful landscape format that lets you have a very, very wide screen. It's wonderful for looking at landscapes. And given that our story is about how the country of England, Great Britain, the UK, has evolved, and you can get to see it like that, but it's also how the virus has evolved as well. So it felt like something that you could reliably use as a frame of reference, a period of time passing. And so that was why Alex Garland, the writer, chose 28 days later. Well, that was fun. Thank you very much for that. Now, please mark your calendars. Exclusively in theatres, June the 20th, 28 years later. Thank you.